Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. This is one of the most interesting emails I've seen in a long time. And we'll quote from this guy and stop it in several parts. All I know is this Benghazi deal and the money for these nuclear weapons is one of the most damaging and treasonous evidences. And Russia has part of this information, so do some other foreign entities. But the deal here that Hillary made as Secretary of State was totally unconstitutional, totally treasonous, and in my opinion, she should be executed in public. Uh, don't know if that'll happen because so many other governmental officials are involved in this deal, including the DOJ, FBI, and other people. The problem is the government needs cleaned out and has needed to be cleaned out for quite some time. How it's going to all come about, I don't know. But Trump is treading on very thin water in many areas because he's surrounded by a bunch of vipers.
From its donors to its board of directors, and imagine they are all implicated. The entire federal government is involved. My opinion is the entire government is guilty of treason, which is why Hillary's death would not cease the investigation or prevent further scandals. Many, many people are involved.
I think the truth that many, many people are involved is an understatement, but I believe that there are some clean people also. But the thing that no one is talking about is the U.S. government is in a tremendous inner civil war, which meaning the good guys are trying to put the bad guys away, and some of these bad guys are in top positions. So this war between the good and bad guys in our government is horrendous, and the military is going to have to be used. Guantanamo Bay is going to have to be used. Subpoena is going to have to be used. But the way that it is done to pull these people down is going to have to be fairly quickly done. And it's going to have to be massive to clean it out and to clean it up. Will it get done? I believe so. But will they do everything to try to stop Trump and his team? Yes. But this has to work out one way or another. Either we're going to see the good or the bad guys win. And if the bad guys win, we'll never have the government we need until Christ comes. If the good guys win, Trump and his team and those working with him in military intelligence and civil people as well as police and military, if they win, then there's a chance to clean this mess up and to start to straighten things up and get the Federal Reserve out, get some of the enemies of the state out. But if he doesn't, it's going to go south and it's going to be bad. So we're in a tremendous inner civil war in the U.S. government, one like we have never seen before in the history of this nation.
There already is evidence enough to indict with the most severe prosecution. FBI Director Comey has been trying to stall because he does not want to face the Clinton machine as well as the rest of Washington, D.C. But this case would explode into a million other cases if fully brought to light, and then we would be one agency competing against the entire government and a horde of other interests. It is a very tense and uncomfortable position. What Attorney General Loretta Lynch has said is she would have accepted whatever they do and make her determination as she will. Nothing about her responsibilities has changed. She is simply trying to keep her hide intact. Foreign powers have some of the documents. Russia will probably leak all info they have. Foreign powers are in possession of some of the documents we have analyzed because they were hacked from the Clinton server. The leaks will have to be made in a
So this is why it's so important. But what is also important is the military intelligence knows this. They went after these people that got the information. They know who's got it. Russia is actually our partner in trying to help us clean this stuff up. And I think they will, the Clinton team does want us in war with Russia, and so does the media and the elite state, because they make so much money from war, the war machinery, and confiscation of money and other things. This has also been covered up. The wars have been used to pilfer money and precious things forever. That's been the world history, and yet hardly no one talks about that. How the pilfering done during wartime and the spoils of war go to those that can steal it. And so this thing with the server and with Hillary and Benghazi is bigger than anybody imagined. And if this is true about the sales for the money, the billions for these nuclear deals to foreign entities, and that she ordered one to stand down and one group to attack the other and destroy and get that server, we're talking about some serious espionage, serious treason, and some serious crimes, punishable by death.
In a non-transparent fashion. If we recommend, we literally hand over documentation implying the entire government is involved in treason at the highest levels and everyone is about to duck and cover, as well as some sensitive details of special access programs which would obliterate national security. I am not sure, but some of my war strategy buddies are estimating a high probability that Russia will leak all of the info they have to the world, since Clinton wants to go to war with them and they have no desire to be in conflict with the U.S. If we do not recommend, it will look like a cover-up and Trump will use the perception to bolster his message. I did work in PSYOPs once and Trump's use of confirmation bias is legendary. If Trump wins, Hillary goes to jail. Everything is corrupt. The entire government is corrupt. No one is clean. We have our hands tied. My message to you and everyone on this board is do not get distracted by the Clintons' emails. Focus on the foundation. All of the nightmarish truth is there. The emails will pay.
So this foundation is key, and this is coming out from many different sources, not just this individual or these emails. And the subpoenas going after these individuals is also astounding. 2,000 plus in 1 month, and this is ongoing. The military, these flights, Guantanamo Bay, the judicial system set up there, the euthanasia, the lethal injections at Bush seniors at the funeral, the subpoenas handed out in the announcements at his funeral. All this stuff is working underneath the scenes and going on as usual. What we see on the surface versus what's going behind the scenes is two different pictures. But this is beyond legendary. This is beyond real. We have to understand that Trump is trying to clean this mess up, has people on his side, but he has tremendous people against him. This is incredible. It's beyond epic.
Pale in comparison. A multitude of scandals. Saudi Arabia visits and donates to the Clinton Foundation. Russian uranium fiasco. Hillary in the Israel lobby. The Council on Foreign Relations, AIPAC. The list is endless.
So he lists some of those things, but he says it's almost endless. This is crazy, and Obama is involved in this up to his eyeballs and above. As treasonous as it gets, and so is the Clintons. So are the Clintons. This is insane, but this is how Obama tried to just get us into World War III with Russia and other things, and how he is totally treasonous as an individual and irresponsible. So is Hillary.
Also, there is the standing issue of the Davy Crockett's and the fact that Obama approved the transfer of several of them to Syrian rebels, and we're talking about rockets. We now know they have fallen into the hands of the enemies. That's right, Obama gave nukes to the enemy, not only the United States, but Russia as well. There are three choices that could crash everything. I will put it to you this way. So between what was on the servers, the Davy Crockett's, the lifted restrictions, the $150 billion, there is enough evidence to convict.
$150 billion. This is all about money. It's all about control. This is all about elites groups trying to control the world and the people through their devious crap. And the Clintons are, and their foundation is a primary example of this, but it's only one example. It's a big example, but it's only one example.
Convict the Obamas and the Clintons and many, many more members of the government of high treason. Trump was given some of this data 2 years ago. He is known all along.
Now, he was given this 2 years ago, but he was also given, Flynn put a security system around him. He put special intelligence around him to protect him. But this war's been going on before Trump got in. And it's continued with Trump, but now they have a leader to actually get some stuff done. But this is such a treacherous deal. and such a divisive program because it implements so many people in the government, and you got the good guys versus the bad guys, and who's going to win? We believe it will be Trump and his team, but this is not over. We have to understand that we are getting a scam job by the news and the media, and what's really going on, no one's letting out because this is such a high level treason all through the government. So, truth is, we got to stay united behind Trump on this and the good guys because there are good people in the government trying to clean this mess up, but they're in very delicate situation because of so many other people in the government and high places that are totally corrupt. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Look at this. I'll give you the source of it. But wow, this is just insane the deeper you get into it. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Good day.